Hello everyone, my name is Joseph Cannavale, and I'm here to present to you guys the Serving for a Cure Tennis Round Robin Tournament. So the location that I chose for my event is the Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center. The Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center is in central Boca. It's a great location right by the mall, about 5 to 10 minutes from the beach, as well as West Boca, Delray, and Deerfield. As far as the facility, it has a beautiful pool. The courts at the Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center are very well maintained. They are clay courts, easy on the legs, and also the Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center is off of St. Andrews Road, in between Glades and Palmetto, and it's pretty smooth traffic as well. So for my event description, the tournament's purpose will be to raise money for cancer research. All the profits are going to go towards cancer research. The event will be taking place on October 8th at the Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center. As I said before, in my location, what I plan on visualizing for this tournament is seeing athletic tennis players participating, developing relationships with people in the community. I want to be able to have fans come out and just the tennis fan and entertain them in South Florida and to help raise awareness for cancer. The event will have 4 draws of round robins. So there's going to be 2 draws for the men, 2 draws for the women. There's going to be 10 in each draw, and the winner for the 2 men draws are going to be in the finals, and the winner for the 2 women's draws are going to be in the final. After the tournament is over, there's going to be an after party by the pool where food and drinks will be provided for dinner. And for this dinner after party, I plan on using a food sponsor. As you can see here, this is my fan map. In my legend, I have a parking lot, first aid, championship court, the clubhouse, the bathrooms, the pool, the main entrance, courts used for the event, court numbers, and concessions. So, as you come through the event as a fan, here's the parking lot. For the after party at the pool, this is where the pool will be located. There will also be restrooms located at the pool, clubhouse, and a first aid and police officer. As you go in through the tournament, you will see all the tennis courts, and I've labeled all the tennis courts that are going to be used in yellow. The red around the tennis courts resembles all the tennis courts used. My pizza symbol right over here, that represents the concession stand, and you'll also see there are restrooms as well at the clubhouse and another first aid and police officer as well. And that wraps up my fan map. So after my fan maps, you'll see my operational maps. We'll start off with the traffic flow. So we have north and south on St. Andrews Road. Once you turn into my event, you'll see the traffic flow go through the parking lot. You'll see all the P symbols, which represents the parking. By the pool clubhouse, I have my first aid symbol as well. Once you're done parking for this event, you're going to approach where you see the blue symbol, and this is the ticket booth, where you'll be able to purchase tickets. Once you're in the tournament, you're going to cross over the bridge, and if you can see right over here, the yellow lines, this is all sponsor activation tents. So you're going to, when you walk to the clubhouse to watch the tennis, you're going to go through the sponsor village. The orange lines represent all the spectator views, so you'll be able to walk through the tennis courts to be able to watch the great tennis. Also, the green circles represent the tennis courts and the court numbers. I also have my concession stand right over here at the clubhouse and another first aid and police officer as well. And that wraps up my operational maps. Over here we have the legal aspects. You can't really read it, but as you can see, I have 2 waivers, one for my participants and one for my volunteers as well, and employees. So before I get into my sponsorship packages, I want to list my potential sponsors. I've listed them as far as banks, food, equipment, charities, entertainment, hospitals, and a ball sponsor. So my first sponsor I would look into are banks, and you have Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank Atlantic, and Citibank all around the Swim and Racket Center, For a food sponsor, there's Smoothie King, Sicilian Oven, Chipotle, 2J's Bat to the Bone Barbecue, also known as Lucille's, which is by Woodfield Country Club, and Las Spadas, which makes an amazing sub in Boca. You also have equipment and apparel sponsors that are a possibility. Stewards of Boca, I've been going there since I was a kid. It has anything you can think of as far as tennis, as well as Tennis Anyone. Another equipment apparel store I would look at would be Runner's Edge and Lululemon. For my charities, I would look at Spirit of Giving, St. Jude, American Red Cross, Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is in Fort Lauderdale. For my entertainment sponsor, if I were to have one, which I will have one actually, for my after party, you look into VIP Caterers, Boca Joe Catering, Top Notch Entertainment, DJs, Blue Martini. And then you have the hospitals, and this is where I can see my event title sponsor, considering it's for cancer research, my tournament. So there's Boca Regional, West Boca Medical, and Delray Beach Hospitals that are all around my tournament. Lastly, I would like to have a ball sponsor as well. So I'm looking at Wilson as one option, Head, Dunlap, and Prince.
Go.
Okay, so for my sponsorship packages, I've labeled them into 5 categories: an event title sponsor, platinum sponsor, gold sponsor, silver sponsor, and a bronze sponsor. The event title sponsor will be worth $5,000. With that, you will get naming rights to the tournament, banners and posters throughout the facility, logo and name on tournament t-shirt, sponsorship booth, full page ad on back of program cover, sponsor logo printed on player gift bag, naming right to championship court, and naming right to after party, as well as the naming rights to the trophies that will be presented at the end. My platinum sponsor is worth $3,000. Here you will get a full page ad in the center of the program. For my tournament, you'll also get a sponsorship booth, name and logo on towels, naming right to semifinal courts, 6 banners and posters, logo and link for website as well. For my gold sponsor, I plan on having a half a page ad in the program, as well as a sponsorship booth, 4 banners or posters, sponsor name printed on event hat, and logo and link for the website. My silver sponsor will be worth $1,500. Here you'll get a 4th page ad in program, 3 banners or posters. The first round of tournament is presented by the silver sponsor. You will also get a sponsorship booth, a logo on website, and for my bronze sponsor, it is up to $750. For this, you will get a 4th page ad in program, a sponsor booth, and just the logo on our website. Okay, so as you can see here in my staffing HR plan, I have a tournament director, a ticket sales intern, a media marketing operations intern, volunteers, first aid, and a stringer. So I will be the tournament director, and I will be looking to hire the ticket sales intern and the media marketing operations intern. For those positions, I'm looking at a college student that's looking to build up his resume, that's looking for an internship. As well as I stated before with the volunteers, I'm looking for college, high school students that are looking to build up their resumes as well. For the first aid, that will be my police officers as well as my paramedics. And I will also have a couple of stringers as well. And the ticket sales intern and the media marketing operations intern are non-paid, as well as the volunteers. The only people that will be getting paid in this tournament are the first aid. And that wraps up my staffing HR plan. Here you can see me go into my marketing aspects of my tournament. So one of the first marketing objects I made was my Facebook ad. And in my Facebook ad it says, be a part of fighting cancer on October 8th at the Boca Raton Saloon Racket Center. To purchase tickets, call 561-306-3668. So there's a couple call to actions on my Facebook ad. Obviously, I want people to call this number to purchase the tickets. I want to let people know when it is as well, October 8th. And I'm encouraging people to like my Facebook ad as well. Okay, here I have my web banner. It's pretty simple. I'm using pop-in colors, the blue and the green, as well as the tennis ball. So I wanted to get 4 points across on my web banner. So at this event, You're going to an event that's going to be social. You're going to meet people in your community. It's for a good cause. This isn't just a normal tennis tournament. As you know, it's for charity. And it's going to be a fun time. You're going to be able to watch great tennis and support a good cause. And it's going to be a great time. And I also am putting in competitive. So people are going to understand that it's going to be a very competitive tournament. And it's going to be very exciting at the end in the finals as well. Call to action is I want people to go to my website called www.serveforcancer.com, and that wraps up my web banner. Okay, so lastly, my flyer/postcard for my marketing aspects. I'm using the 4 W's here: the who, the when, the why, and the where. So for the who's participating in the event, the when, so when is the actual event going to be, why am I having this tournament, and the location of it as well. So the who, it's USTA players participating. When, October 8th. Why, raising money for cancer research. And where, Boca Raton Swim and Racket Center. So it really gets the 4 big W's in there, and I think it's a clear message for whoever gets this flyer and postcard. So finally, we've come to my budget. For my operating income, it will be split up into ticket sales, concessions, sponsorships, and participants. For my ticket sales, I'm expecting to make $4,000. My concessions, $800. My sponsorships, $12,250, and my participants, $3,000. My total operating income will come out to $20,050. And in the question part is when I'll get more into detail of how many participants I expect, how I came up to that number, as well as my ticket sales. After income, you can see my operating expenses from accounting and legal to advertising, banners, social media, print magazine, print flyers, insurance, supplies, from balls to custom balls, towels, t-shirts, rent, salaries, and wages, my security and food and drink supplies. For my account and legal fees, it's going to come out to about $500. For my advertising, we'll start off with my banners. That's going to be probably one of the biggest ones for the banners. That's going to come out to $1,845. For my social media Facebook ad, it's going to be $240. Then after that, my magazine ad, which I plan to put into the Boca Observer, that's going to come out to $2,300. And then after that, my flyers, which I'm going to use Vistaprint, will be $204. I do not plan on having an expense for insurance, as I've already handled that with the accounting and legal fees with my waivers. Also, as we get into supplies, for the regular tennis ball for the tournament, $219. The custom ball, which will be the ball sponsor, that will come out to about $57. And for towels, t-shirts, $215 and $300. A big chunk of my operating expenses will be my rent, which will be $2,500. And lastly, for my security and EMTs, $1,000. And food and drink supplies as well will be another $450. After that, as you can see, my operating expense comes out to $9,830. So after looking at my operating income and my operating expense, I've come out to my net income, which will be $10,220, which puts me over $10,000. The budget was the last part of my presentation, so I want to thank you guys for listening to my event, and I wish the best to luck to Marcus Arts, buddy. You got it.